So in this video, we're going to go over how to use video tools in D2L. There are a couple different tools, and there are a lot of use cases to use video in your course. So let's first dive into what we call the video note tool. And one of the best use cases is actually giving students feedback in an assignment. So let's go ahead and click on Progress. Let's pull up a gradebook. We're going to find an assignment that we can grade. So we'll click on this particular assignment. Now normally over to the right, you can see where it says overall feedback. We usually just type in feedback. I know I do as well. But one of the options we have now is to add a video in here to give students feedback. So let's go ahead and click this drop down arrow. We're going to click on Insert Stuff. And we're going to see an option called Add Video Note. So once we click Add Video Note here, then it's going to pull up our camera. Let me adjust my camera. Always want to make sure when you're doing video is that you have good lighting, that you have good audio as well. And so you may want to test that out before you start going and doing these videos. You could also add an external video if you wanted to. So if you did one with a different tool, you could upload it and put it in here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click New Recording. And I'll go ahead and start recording. Maybe I'm giving my students feedback about their particular assignment. Once I have that done, I hit Stop Recording. It will play it back so I can look to see if and listen to see if that was what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it. And then once I'm happy with it, then I'm going to go ahead and go to Next. I'll give it a title. And so I'll just put Greg Test Video 1 Feedback. And so this is going to put this into a repository that I'll be able to use later on. But let's go ahead and click Next. And now it'll take a few minutes to actually process the video. So if I know I'm happy, what I could go ahead and do is hit Insert. It'll put it right directly inside the feedback. That way, once I publish it, the students, when they go to their gradebook, they'll actually see the video over to the right in their gradebook, and they can watch your particular comments. So it's really a great tool to be able to use to give students feedback. You could also just use audio as well if you didn't want to use video. But we'll go ahead and hit Publish, and we'll put it in there. So now let's go ahead and publish anyway. Now let me go ahead and exit back out of here. One of the other options of tools to use is the new Creator Plus video tool. So what you'll want to do is when you're in a course, click on Resources, go down to Media Library, and you'll see right here is where my video that I just created is actually showing up in here. You can upload a video, like I said, and put one in if you want to. But this is where the real power is. It's in creating the recording. So let's go ahead and click this particular tool, and it should bring up my camera. So now what I can see is I have a couple different options. So you can change the input, which is your video and audio. So you can see that, my webcam, I'm using a Snowball microphone. And if you're not sure about the audio, go ahead and hit Test Audio, and you can test to make sure it sounds good. That's something good to do every single time. This is where you can toggle your camera on and off. So if I didn't want to use my camera, I could turn that off. And then one of the great parts is actually doing a screen share. So let's say you have some website, some resource that you want to share with the students, but you want to explain it. And you want your students to be able to hear your explanation behind a particular resource. So let's go ahead and hit Screen Share. And what it's going to do is it's going to ask me, what do I want to screen share? And I'm going to tell it that I want to go ahead and click on this D2L Creator Plus resource page. And I will hit share. And now it's sharing this particular website. And now what I can do is I could go ahead and start explaining to them. D2L Creator Plus is a great new resource that's built directly into D2L, into your course shell. We have a great new video where a couple of our team members go over quite a few of the tools. So it's a great overview video. We have some additional helpful resources that you can look at that are located in this part, and then we have some additional resources that show you how to create timelines, storytelling and gamification, and then creating presentations. And so once I feel good about that, then I can go ahead and hit stop sharing. I will go back to my recording. I'll go ahead and hit, and I did not hit start recording. So that's another rule to learn from. But let's go ahead and hit start recording, and then I will go ahead and hit screen share again. I will pull this back up again so you can see what will happen. I'll share out this particular resource, explain to them what this resource is and how they can use it. And then once I'm done sharing, I can just hit the stop sharing button. And then now I'm going to go back to my recording. I will hit pause, and I will say finish recording. And so now we'll go ahead and hit finish recording. I'll give it a title, Greg Creator Plus Video. And I can turn on the captions as well. So there is a caption option, and it'll generate captions automatically from my video. So I'll go ahead and turn that on as well. Go ahead and hit save and close, and then it will take a little bit of time to render. This is a short one, but once it's done, now you can see it put it into my media library. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the course, and I'm going to go ahead and go back into my sandbox course. And there's a bunch of different options that we can do. And so I can even just scroll down here to my news announcements. And you can see I actually posted one in here already, but I'm going to go ahead and go to new news item. I'll just say, Creator Plus Video. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and click on this particular insert stuff. And you'll see there's an option for media library. So I'll click on this. And then I'll type in Creator Plus. Maybe I put the plus sign right next to it. So that will show up. There's my video right there. I click it. I go ahead and hit next. It gives it the aspect ratio. You always want to have this locked whenever you're doing any of these videos so they don't show up weird. But you can shrink this. We can make it bigger. We can make it smaller. This is about 700 pixels wide, which is what is there. So I'm going to keep that just like that. I'll hit insert stuff or insert. It posts it into my announcements. And now, once I go ahead and post it, we'll publish this, and you'll be able to see now, once we go to our main page, the new announcement with the video posted in there. And so now all the students would have to do is hit play, and then there's the video. So that's a great way to put a video of you talking about something that you want to do, and just like I did, I screen shared, posted it in there. That was a great way to use the video. You can also put it in any one of your content items. So if I wanted to, I could say, let's say one of my discussions, I want to go ahead and post it into the introduce yourself. I could go the edit topic. And you can see I have some information. Let's say I want to add a video in this particular assignment down below in the discussions. I'll go down here. I'll go into insert stuff. In the same way, you go to media library, type in creator plus. I find the video. I click here. Make sure it's highlighted. Hit next. Check the ratio. I might want to make this a little bit smaller, so I'll go ahead and put it at 500, which shrinks the height down as well. Then scroll down to insert. It will post it in here. Once I feel good about where it's at and how it's fitting in, then I just hit save and close. And now when we go back into this particular assignment, you'll notice that under the discussion post, there's a video that shows up. And so it's as easy as the students just hitting play. It's something more engaging than just text. And so I highly encourage you to be able to use the videos. You can also put them into quizzes. So even a quiz question, you can put them in there. You can put it into assignments. You can add it into as a content item. There's a lot of different options, but anywhere there's an insert stuff, you can click on the media library, find the video, and post it in there. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to CTLE, and hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks.